I'm so confused. And I'm technically glad I'm confused because I ain't supposed to know. I'm not supposed to know what happened with what's happening on a topic like this. So I didn't know that the first victim or the first shooter that was found victimized, the first shooter that got shooted in the Sayso P-Source Walka situation, I didn't know that he got clipped in Houston. I missed that detail. Pause. Good one. Good one. Yo, a lot of y'all be getting like, yo, you should have to the I don't know if I could call y'all pause protesters, but y'all ain't real pause protesters, but y'all be like, yo, that's wild, son, like, or such and such. Details is too much. No, that's a good one. Not an obvious one. That's like a over the head one. Pause. Anyway, I'm trolling at this point. Anyway, so I didn't know that this happened in Houston. So they did what they did to Source and Sayso in Memphis. I don't know how many days later was it before they got the first dude, the one who showed his face and all of that. But I know in less than 24 hours they got the second one. Did they get him in? Where did they get him at? I'm so confused. But that's a good thing, as I stated. I went in the comments looking for answers, looking to see if if it was any indication of your Memphis don't play or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't. I'm not clear on that. But good luck to all parties involved with that there. Um, I saw the Kanye interview. Um, I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it again. But a lot of that stuff he was saying was not that crazy to me. I know y'all think Kanye has lost his mind since he lost his mom and whatever else y'all think. Does he say some outlandish things? Yes. Yes, he does. Is wearing a KKK suit crazy? Yes, but why? Yes, it is, but why? You know what I mean? When you peel something apart and you ask, you know how when you get around a little kid and they hit you with the series of whys. When you do that as an adult, that's an interesting exercise. You know what I mean? Like, why is it wrong? Because this, that, and because it represents the KKK, and why? If you keep going, why? You know, on the most basicest of levels of it all is somebody don't like it. It hurts somebody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? And if you choose to be like, I don't care. If you choose to not care about people's feelings, no, I'm not celebrating that. But I'm just saying, if that's the position you take, then okay, you take that, you table that, and it's like that is what it is. That's not the main. It's not the main thing about what he pushing. I mean, if it is, that's not what I get. But whatever. I mean, to each his own. I'm not gonna argue with all of y'all that's gonna be in the comments talking about how crazy he is and all this, that, and third. But I have to say this: academics is looking like he's looking like a human in this interview. And in that interview, I seen with him and all of him, Vlad, and Whack 100 and Vladim 22. I'm sorry, and Adam 22. And that whole that podcast they did, like, that was really the voice of reason, and I was surprised by that and rather appreciative of said thing. He needed to do that more often. But anyway, what was I saying? Kanye. He A lot of that stuff he was saying, I mean, whatever, fight me, argue with your mother. It makes a lot of sense. I don't condone him talking about your kids, about about nobody kids, right, publicly or whatever. I don't condone it, but I will tell you this: as a father, my daughter is 10, about to be 11. I still feel like a new father. You understand what I'm saying? If I still feel like a new father, imagine I still feel like a new. Imagine how I feel about being a vlogger. You know what I'm saying? All of this still feels new to me. So, navigate my way. But anyway, I'll be ready to fight kids behind my daughter. Like, somebody make my baby cry, no, I ain't never fight a kid yet, but I can't promise nobody I won't. I'm just saying. So, if I'm allowed to think as unreasonably as that may sound to y'all, then a billionaire's thoughts are going to be a billionaire's worth times more extreme. Don't be talking about me wearing my y'all call these shiesties. This ain't exactly a shiesty. It's just, be talking about me wearing my jump off under my hat, if applicable. Yeah, I don't know what the temperature is out here. I remember I was one of them old heads that was talking bad about the youngins for wearing their shiesties in the summertime. Who are you? You don't know what they body. You don't know what their body temperature is. You don't know what their body chemistry is. They might have a little iron or something. What else? Something else I wanted to holler about. Let me see. Yeah, he says. Said John Legend. Who was that? John Legend. He said smell like mashed potatoes or potato salad or something like that. Yeah. I thought that was funny, but unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is. I ain't got time to argue with y'all. I ain't about to try to campaign for Kanye. I'm just saying, with the exception of maybe, I don't agree with everything nobody says. So maybe a couple of things. So I'm not gonna go frame for frame, line for line, but a lot of that shit he said, I don't sound crazy at all to me. You know what I mean? Yes, it did feel crazy to me to see him standing there in a KKK suit, but is what it is. On another note, gang investigator Marissa Viverito shows wiretap evidence in court allegedly proving that Lil Baby put bounties on people's heads. I saw some video of this right here, right? They saying she shows wiretap evidence. How you show audio? First thing, that's funny language right there. She played, or somebody played. I heard some audio. It didn't sound like it was Lil Baby's voice. It sounded like some nigga saying that niggas got tickets on people's heads. Speaking in code, but he ain't say baby name. And it wasn't baby voice. But this language is dishonest, deceitful. Disrespectful. Disrespectinizable. It's a word. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Shows evidence. Anyway, yeah, good luck to little baby and whatnot. I've been, a lot of people been saying that this situation was on the way ever since the YSL situation was going down. And, I wasn't really tapped in on all of that. Um, but right now it just seemed like it's this suave season. Suave as in Rico. You understand what I'm saying? The rap Rico Suave season is what's going on right now, and I don't like it. So, it's like, okay, they're going down the line trying to take down everybody. You understand? If you got any history of smoke with anybody, if you got any history of running with a fraternity, I use the term fraternity because I feel like all these shits is gangs. Yes, a la Jim Jones, where he said, "Salute the zip with the drip." I know he don't agree, but and I see and respect his breakdown of it, but I am of the belief that all of these shits are gangs. Just some of them are legal, some of them are not. You know what I mean? Legal ones get you different benefits. Legal ones get you rewarded. You know what I'm saying? Illegal ones get you penalized, but they all same similar concept. We ain't family, but we family, and we gonna help each other. You know what I mean? So if you part of a if you a part of one of those, be careful. You know what I mean? If your dirt is if you done some of the worst kind of dirt, well, yeah, you know the if you done clipped anybody, know this. If you're attached to any clipping, know this. There's no statute of limitation on those, so it ain't never cool to get reckless. You understand what I'm saying? No statute of limitation means they can come get you no matter how old it is. Lock you up and try you for it. You understand what I'm saying? So let's be careful out there. Watch yourselves. I mean, another note, on a good note, a lot of people are having charges dismissed, or I don't know if it's charges or if it's cases. Like Diddy got a lot of his lawsuits dismissed, right? Um, Depending on how you feel about Diddy, that's good news or bad news. But um, Mayor Eric Adams, depending on how you feel about him, he got some stuff dismissed, but he ain't us. You know what I mean? Is he us? Is he hip? I mean, is he hip? Is he the hip hop mayor? You think Mayor Adams know a Helter Skelter song? If he know Helter Skelter, then he that's a point. He Helter Skelter aren't for people. Like if you, never mind. I don't want to digress. Um, Pause protesters, if y'all still here, y'all should have been the fuck up out of here. Excuse my French, my language to YouTube. The rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, tour guide, president. I'm the carrying around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm off the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, leave us a super thanks or a cash app. We actually prefer the cash app. The cash app tag will be in the description. Um, Along with the Bandcamp link, which is there for all of you who would rather hear me rap than to hear me yap. It's all and highlighting the fact that Nonviolent Rocco Faban is on the Bandcamp right now. Faban. All right? When you figure out what Faban is, why don't you type it in the comments? You heard? If you made it to the end of these videos, if you made it to the end of this video, I don't know, let me get 4 eyes. Rock on, rock on.